Alright, hey guys, it's Kelsey doing a review of the Raw, WWE Raw tonight. Let's just start overall. I didn't think it was a great event. Matches weren't very entertaining. I mean, I was trying to watch. I ended up sitting on my couch, with my pad and pen, drawing, making art. But let's see, let's start out with the first segment. Triple H comes out to the ring, telling everyone that he's going to decide who's going to go up against John Cena at the SummerSlam pay-per-view. Then we have Randy Orton coming out saying that he's worthy, that if Kane had done his job, the title would have been back with the Authority. It goes on and on. Then Kane comes out thinking he was worthy. That'd be cool to see Kane champion. Nothing we're going to see in the future, near future. And then we have Reigns come out, and I've stated it in the video before this covering Battleground. I cannot stand Reigns. He's just not good on the microphone. I do not like his in-ring skills that much. Not a big fan of him at all, He needs more work on the microphone. He doesn't grab my attention in any way, and I guess a lot of fans disagree, just by telling who they're chanting. Maybe that's just because he's a good guy. Not a big fan of Reigns at all, though. He needs work on his microphone skills, and he needs work on his in-ring ability. And, a lot of guys need to work on their in-ring ability, but I just don't think Reigns should be top talent. He just got out of the Shield, so of course you want to see him on top. I just don't think he should belong in the championship picture yet. I'm glad he didn't win it yesterday. But moving on. Let's see, Triple H, leaves it. And, it tells us later on tonight that we're going to find out. Nothing much more to say than that. Second, I'm not going to go in order because I really don't remember everything, even though I just watched it like 10 minutes ago. But we had Paige and AJ Lee teaming up, going against, I believe it was Natalia and, who was it? Was it Emma? Maybe it was Emma. Again, I wasn't paying too much attention to that match. I don't think, maybe it wasn't Emma. Correct me if I'm wrong. Definitely leave comments down below, please. Correcting me if I'm wrong, because I'm pretty sure I am. But that match was okay, still drawing on my pen and pad. Wasn't too into it. Nothing exciting happened. Got nothing to say. At the end, AJ pulls through with, I believe, Black Widow. And, Paige, Lee hugging it out, cheering for their victory. And all of a sudden, Paige turns on Lee. Something I actually didn't see coming. No, of course I probably should have. Maybe just because I wasn't paying attention, zoning out. I thought that was great, seeing Paige the one turning on him. I love that she's a heel right now. They had a great brawl outside the ring, into the posts, into the announce table. I love that segment. It was great. Very excited about that. Can't wait to see what their feud goes on in the future. Hopefully AJ Lee stays champion. Big fan of those two. Love what they brought to the table tonight. Let me see. Let's backtrack a little bit. I believe before that, Nikki had her match. Was it 4-on-1? Cameron, I think it was Alicia Fox, Eva Marie. Not sure who the fourth one was. I wasn't, again, paying attention that much. I should have. Sorry about this, guys. Dropped the ball today. But Bree's in the audience, first row, and Stephanie comes out, tells her, telling her off, insulting her, insulting Nikki. And Bree ends up trying to slap her, calling her a bitch. Vindictive, I believe it was. Vindictive. Bitch. And, that's great. Kind of funny to see those two go at it. But you know, got people's attention. You know, if you saw the fans next to them, they were like, what was happening? I mean, I think some of the guys are just weird getting mixed up into the action. Great, and then later on we see Stephanie get arrested. I think that adds great build up to their match, hopefully coming up at SummerSlam. It just strengthens the feud between them two. I wish, we would see more of a build up than 4 weeks before the event. I'm sure WWE has something planned to get this going. That segment was great. I liked it a lot. Brie did get escorted out, but, she returned later on with the cops, and McMahon, Stephanie got arrested, which was, exciting. Honestly, again, I'm just like, I'm not too proud of the show tonight. I'm trying to act excited, as you can see, but it's kind of hard to. But let's move on. Let's see, one match I really liked was, I believe it was Rusev, not Rusev and Khali. What am I thinking? Ambrose and Cesaro. Main event match. Love those two guys. Big fan of them. I wish I could have watched them on the Independence. I was kind of too late into that. Only saw them, Ambrose in FCW. Cesaro, didn't really see him much in Independence. Wish I would have. But their match tonight was great, Dean ended up losing via DQ because he hit Cesaro with a chair on, I believe, his shoulder while he was laying on the post. Love those two guys there. Very entertaining. I love how Ambrose kind of gets the crowd with it, because of his lunatic fringe kind of gimmick, being crazy in the head and everything. I love them. Ambrose had some great moves. I love how he goes through the ropes, flying into Cesaro. I like this how, he's a brawler, like, in the ring. No, he can fight technical if he wants to fight technical, but he's just an amazing brawler. Throwing those punches at Cesaro, backing him into the corner, running him into the pole. Very proud of that match. That was a match that I only really paid attention to throughout the night. Overall, I would have given Raw a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Of course, we missed the champ. He's filming a new movie, I guess, called Trainwreck. I went to meet him at Comic-Con a few weeks ago, and back in June. And, I saw that he canceled for San Antonio coming up in August due to filming. So we will see him in another movie coming up, probably in 2015. Let's see, the last segment on Raw was Triple H announcing who Cena's opponent was going to be at the SummerSlam pay-per-view. Of course, everyone knows Plan C, so pretty much everyone's expecting Brock Lesnar. We even had a chant, I think it was "We Want Lesnar," something around those lines, and lo and behold, guess who comes out? Randy Orton! I think that was good just to, build up to Lesnar. And then we had Reigns attacking them. Those guys going out of into the audience, just fighting. That was good. And then Triple H doesn't really know what to do. Lo and behold, again, Heyman comes out. When Plan A doesn't work, gotta move on to Plan B. Well, Plan B doesn't really work out either. So now we move on to Plan C. And so now we have Heyman cutting his, promos, Brock Lesnar coming out. I just want to say this. I'm not a big fan of Lesnar. His wrestling's good. I like to see him, he did MMA. Brawler, another good brawler. I just wish that he had the microphone skills that Heyman had because, without Heyman, I really don't think Lesnar would be big. Want to be main card stuff. I didn't see him in his early years. Wish I would have. I was just, being too young. Not a big fan of Lesnar. Not much without Heyman. I love Heyman's promos. Huge fan of Heyman. He's great on the microphone. He really riles up the crowd and gets them pissed off. And even I'm sitting on my couch, you saying like, you are one fucking dick. Just getting into it. Heyman does a good job getting the crowd and the fans into what he's talking about. And so now we have Lesnar versus Cena, SummerSlam. I think it'll be a good match. Let's say I just gotta wait for the build-up. I think maybe Cena might be returning next week. I think that'd be good. Just so that we can see more of the feud build and, put the pieces back together. Because, there's some missing. Hopefully SummerSlam pay-per-view's good. We should be seeing Ambrose vs. Rollins finally take place, as I mentioned in the video before of my review of Battleground. I can't wait to see that match happen. Rusev Swagger will keep building up. Let's see. Oh, that's the match I was forgetting. Sorry, sidetracked. Miz versus Ziggler. That was a great match. I really loved it. Ziggler pulled out the win. I was super stoked. Big fan of Ziggler. I'm glad he won and beat Miz. Hopefully we have a future Intercontinental Champion or maybe some type of push for Ziggler in the future. Love this guy. He's great talent. Miz, again, okay. Never a big fan of him. Probably won't ever be. But, Ziggler wins. He comes out with the win. I'm super excited. And one thing that I thought was funny, Justin Roberts stated after, however, your new and current Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. I'm just like, way to go and ruin the mood. But I think we'll see more of them in the future of the upcoming weeks. And hopefully this builds to maybe an IC shot. Because Barrett has his injury. He won't be back for, a little while still. But that match I was happy. And, what I was surprised, I forgot to mention this earlier as well, was Ryder pulled out a win. I really, really can't believe it. That was very surprising. I think he was facing Fandango. Didn't really expect Ryder to win. I haven't seen him on TV. He was on the pay-per-view last night. Second one eliminated. Didn't really think he was going to win. I thought Fandango would win. But I'm really glad he did. No, it doesn't mean much. Not going to be a push. I don't think we'll see a lot of success in him in the future. But, getting on TV is something. It's better than, being on Superstars before Raw or main event. Or just not being televised at all. Maybe even just being on live events. Ryder, we won't see much of him, succeed. I wish we would. But, WWE has their standards. I guess Ryder doesn't meet up to them. But as in closing, Raw was decent. Again, I think I'd give it 5, 6 out of 10. Probably even no more than 5 out of 10. If you haven't done already, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more upcoming videos. Comment below, like, dislike, share this on Twitter, share this on Facebook. I want to get the word out as much as possible, and I'm just not really doing this for views. I just, want people to hear my opinion, and I can collaborate with others. Again, Twitter, at HeymanPunkGuy, follow me. I'm a really fun person to chat to. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching.